We'll talk about defending the zone read, different things that you can do. Alabama's going to run a zone read right here with their explosive quarterback, Milroe. So I'm going to let the play run real quick, see how it plays out, and then we kind of come back and just talk about different options that you have. For some of you, this is just going to be review, obviously. If it's review for you, then move along, I guess. If not, I feel like you can learn something from this video. Hang around. Either way, you can see that, man, picked up the first down. That's too much yardage. So anyway, this play is going to be dependent upon a couple guys on the defensive side of football. It really just depends on how you want to play it. I'm going to show you in slow motion. Texas decides to play the quarterback with this guy and then to play the dive with this guy. Okay. All right. So I'm going to let it run. Boom. Down block. This is a down block. Okay. Once this defensive end reads down block, okay, he is taught to squeeze and get flat down the line of scrimmage to take the dive. That's why I teach my guys. Okay. You get down block, squeeze, down block, squeeze, down block, squeeze, right? Now what that does is when this guy goes here in his eyes, this quarterback, he's reading this guy. So when he sees this defensive end go down hard inside like he does, that tells him it's a pull read. He's going to pull it. And now you have your quarterback in Milroe out here on the edges in space, one-on-one with whoever you designate to be the guy to tackle him. In Texas's case, they designated a safety. I guess they felt like he was a little bit more athletic of a body. Most people do it with their linebacker. Okay. That's how I do it. My linebacker would be the one that would be one-on-one in space with that quarterback. However, I coach at the high school level. Most times I feel good about that matchup with my linebacker versus an opposing team's quarterback. However, in this scenario right here, yeah, Jalen Milroe is a tremendous athlete. Not sure if you want him in space. You guys saw what happened. It turned into a pretty big play. Here he goes. Boom. Here's my designated guy. He's coming downhill. He did not take a good angle. Milroe made him pay for it. Okay. And goes and picks up the first down. Okay. All right. So what other options do you have? Okay. Well, let's say you don't want Milroe to keep the football, which I completely understand. You can teach this guy, your defensive end, when he gets down block, to immediately what we call mesh charge. So as soon as he gets that down block, he's going to haul butt upfield right now and charge the mesh. Okay. That speeds up the timing of it. All right. And makes the quarterback have to make his decision that much faster. Instead of being back there just having all the time in the world. Let's go ahead and speed that clock up and make him have to make that decision faster. Maybe you can cause him to make an errant read, whatever the situation might be. Put the ball on the ground, make him panic, something like that, right? B, if you're mesh charging and you tell him who you want that guy to attack, say, for example, hey, I want you to mesh charge, but understand, I want you to attack QB. All right. So now that's going to tell that QB, oh, snap, I need to leave it. All right. It's a give read. And then the running back is going to get the ball. And then you'll be dependent upon your other guys that you have in the box to fit the run, get the running back down on the ground. It really depends on who you want with that football in his hands. You know what I mean? So if it's me, I don't want the ball in Milroe's hands because I know how he can hurt me. So I mischarge. Okay. Attack him right now and make him give the ball up, right? Second option, okay? This guy here, this defensive end, if he's a bona fide dude, okay, you can have him, once he gets a down block, he'll surf the line of scrimmage by keeping his shoulders square, okay? Surf, no more than about 1 yard of penetration on the line of scrimmage, okay? Surfing and keeping his shoulders square, giving the illusion that he's going to go take the dive, right? Which tells the quarterback, hey, I need to keep it. And then when the quarterback keeps it, now he plants his foot and retraces and comes upfield and makes that tackle on that QB. Okay. Now, this guy, the defensive end, has to be a dude, okay? And he has to be a better, you have to feel like, honestly, he's better in space than their quarterback. No way I'd ask that guy to do that versus Jalen Milroe, but that is an option that I have seen, out there as far as trying to defend his own read. I'm not I'm not upset with the way Texas decided to play it. You know what I mean? Honestly, this guy he honestly didn't deliver. Now, what I'm not a fan of, obviously, they have athletes that are tremendous, you know what I mean, playing at Power 5, best level of football that there is. But you're asking a guy to come from 5, 10, 11, 13 yards away. He's coming from 13 yards away to get downhill, close space on a very athletic quarterback once he gets out here. You know what I mean? Obviously, they felt confident in this guy's abilities to be able to do that. On this particular play, he was not able to do that. You can talk about the angle, this and that and other. It's just that's a tall task to ask of that guy, okay? If I'm facing Milroe, I'm going to go ahead and mischarge that. Okay, boom, and keep the ball out of Milroe's hand and make that running back run the football, make him beat me that way. So another critical component to identifying the zone read is the location of the back too. You have different offenses that try to mix it up, try to spruce it up a little bit as far as what they're going to do. But location of his back matters, okay? Back being on this side means my zone action is coming this way, QB action is coming that way if you're facing a zone read team, okay? All right. Just the opposite, if the running back is on this side, okay, then your zone action is coming this way and your QB action is coming out the back door, okay? That matters. So whichever one of your defensive ends is going to be doing that read, it needs to be the defensive end who is to the same side of the back. So backs to my side. Now, if I get this down block, mesh charge. Okay. And then, there are different little wrinkles that offenses can throw in there, like the invert read and things of that nature. But a lot of times with the invert read, the depth of the back makes a difference. Like right here, this guy is behind the QB. Okay, you can see he's clear yard behind the guy. If they're going to run that invert, they'll probably put him at least parallel to him, if not slightly in front of him, so they can get the invert read going. And if they're going to do that invert read, then you'd have sweep action with the running back, and then you'd have dive action as he's riding it with the QB. Okay. All right. So that's just watching film, picking up on what are they running? Are they running the invert read or running the zone read? This is why the location of this back matters. Something that seems very simple, and that's very difficult for me to get my high school kids to recognize and pay attention to, just because sometimes, they're just so young, so new to the game, not very attentive to things like that. But the details matter. The details matter when you're talking about offensive football, because they have certain looks, certain formations, that they like to be in when they run certain stuff. So, and watch enough football and break down enough film, you start to pick up on those little tendencies and those little nuances and whatever. So, but yeah, that's another thing that you want to make sure that you clue your defense into. Defensive line, linebackers, defensive end, etc. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to hit me up. If you know of another way that you play the zone read that I haven't talked about, hey, hit me up with that too, because that's what we're here for, to talk about it, man. Discourse and discuss everything, okay? Appreciate you guys for watching.